Welcome back to... Why won't any of this remember any of the settings? Welcome back to the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tim, and with me, as always, Amanda and Rick. We'll start with Amanda this time.
How about start with me? Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Amanda. How are you?
What do you want?
I don't know. What do you got?
Oh, I'm good. No, I have nothing, but I just thought maybe we could switch it up this time, and I could go first.
Yeah, go first. Take it like you've got 15 minutes and go.
Oh, no, I literally have nothing. I just wanted to be number one for once.
Well, technically you're still number two, but...
Wow.
Okay, that's rude.
I'm so sorry. And then, of course, Rick, my dad, our dad. How are you?
I'm doing pretty
Just
good.
your dad. I don't claim him.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
man.
Have you ever gone out? Have you ever gone out to a meal with dad?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And you still claim him?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. No, it's, yeah. He gives the waitresses and waiters a lot of grief.
Now,
I know.
we went out.
I was like, every time we go out, I'm like, give me the tab. I'll take care of it. No, I got it. No,
All the
I got
dad
it. Yeah, I'm
jokes.
like, no. This waiter, they deserve to be taken care of.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, we're not saying that dad doesn't tip. We're saying that he's just annoying to other people who don't understand maybe his sense of humor or don't have the patience for his sense of humor.
I tip really good.
Yeah.
The waiter's like, sir, please hurry. I've got other people and there's nobody else in the restaurant.
Exactly.
I've got to go. Yeah, it's always a bad day when they don't have iced tea.
Yeah, they didn't.
Or Arnold Palmer.
No.
what it
Well, I've been drinking iced tea. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
they didn't have iced tea today. So I was sort
Oh
of.
no! Oh, you guys met up for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. We went Mexican.
They didn't. You're shocked they didn't have iced tea.
Why wouldn't they have iced tea at a
Iced
Mexican
tea, yeah.
restaurant?
Oh, why would they? It's a Mexican
They don't
restaurant.
have iced
They
tea
should.
in Mexico?
You get a jarrito.
Oh,
Oh.
Is that sugar soda?
Yeah, delicious,
like-
and it's not
it's
soda;
like-
it's pop.
It's
Delicious.
soda, and it's like
It's pop.
It's like carbonated high C or something like that.
It's a little more sugary than that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's good. It's good stuff.
that's what I've heard. I have not tried it yet.
Delicious.
Wow. Okay.
It'll give you diabetes. For sure.
Diabetes. I can't play guitar with my diabetes.
So they didn't have your iced tea, Dad.
No.
But did you have a delicious chimichanga?
No, I don't do that.
He had the Speedy
No,
Gonzalez.
you don't do the chimichangas.
No. Yeah, I had a Speedy.
Oh. Speedy Gonzalez.
I did.
Did you guys get the queso?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You got to get the white queso.
Yep.
That's a Midwestern thing.
Queso. I
It is.
like queso with chorizo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Yeah, so there's a place by where I work that has like the best queso chorizo, and it's like it looks like they drained the fryer on the plate of cheese, and it's just so you got to mix it up because it's greasy,
Oh,
but it goes
nice.
in and it goes out smooth.
Just as fast.
nice. So disgusting.
Okay.
Do you double dip?
No, that is
Good.
that is against
I
the
don't either.
rules.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Don't.
That must be a family thing. I'm glad we're keeping that in the family.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. I hate
Yeah.
So what was it? One person, they first time they went because we go out to eat at lunch. First time we went out to eat, the guy grabbed my little bowl, and he grabbed it from me and put salsa in there, and I'm like, I didn't want salsa. And now I have to get another bowl for my cheese because what I do, because I know that there's always going to be somebody who's going to double dip. So I grab and I mix it up and I put what I want into my little own bowl. This way I don't have to worry about it. Double dipping should be illegal. You should be fined 5,000 chips.
100%. Yep. 100. Or when they take the chip and then they hold on to it and they move it around in their hand and then they dip it, you got your fingers all over. You got your fingers all over all sides of the chip.
They think they're being cute by breaking it in half, and then they dip the one half, and then they dip. Like, come on, man! You've just been
it's gross.
manhandling
They're
the
animals.
chip. Come on.
Animals.
I don't know.
This is now
No
a Mexican
respect.
food podcast.
in the world.
I like getting my Mexican food in an IV. You don't have to worry about the double dipping.
That's gotta
You
be
rarely
chunky.
eat Mexican food.
All right, let's get on to the
Dad
show.
jokes.
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about this is a guitar podcast.
Yeah, we're off topic. Way off topic.
Yeah. As I was saying before the show, the OG original Squire is now a parts caster. This neck is just bent so bad. It's warped so bad. It's time to take her off, take the hardware off, and now we're on the search for a new neck. Which honestly,
Can we use it as a bat?
I mean, you can. Do you want it? I mean, you can have part of an electric guitar.
Yeah, why not?
No, it's just this neck. I've messed with it so much, and it's got character, but it doesn't have any playability. So she's done. She gone.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know
Fair
what
enough.
I'm going to do because it's such a cheap guitar. I don't know if it's worth trying to find a neck or if I just get another Squire and then now I have parts. If that makes sense. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah. Either way. I know as you go along, you get more and more parts.
Fair enough. So
Yeah, so Dad, you didn't say what was new with you. What's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, I went to a Guitar Box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I picked up a DI box. It's a real nice one. I used to have one probably 15 years ago, and
So you said DI box.
yeah.
I have no idea what that is. So I'm going to bring it up because you sent me pictures.
Okay. Yeah, I sent you pictures of it. Yeah.
So-
and this is what it is. It's a passive direct box, and it's made in Canada. So, but anyhow, what you,
It loves maple
I
syrup.
was going to say it's kind of got like a maple syrup gloss to it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's really a heavy unit, well made. But the reason why I got it was I think all guitarists, bass guitarists, and just about anybody that plays a stringed instrument should pick up one of these things. What it does is the high Z chord that comes out of a guitar, pickups, the pickups in a guitar are output high Z is what it's called. And what happens is that it's a ground. You just have a ground and you have a hot wire that go back one slide. Yeah, there you go. And what happens, it goes to the input right there. And having just a positive and negative line going to an amplifier, whether you're on stage or you're in a studio or anywhere, it happens to pick up noise. So what happens is I usually use a line that's about 6 foot long, and I plug my guitar with that 6 foot line. It's a 2 connector. It's just a regular TSR connector, and I plug it into the input here on the box here. Now, there's a throughput on the other side of the box that basically takes that same signal, and you can route it to a DI, in other words, have a DI track on your DAW. But let's go to the next slide. But here's the thing is what it does is it puts out a low Z output, meaning a balanced output. So you can run that, 30, 40 feet, and it's not going to pick up any noise. So it's a huge improvement to keep and reduce the noise from the guitar, from the input, from it picking up any outside sources. So it's worth the money. It really is.
Interesting.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, okay, cool. I get it, but I feel like this is a problem that can probably be solved before you need one of these passive direct boxes or whatever.
Well, it depends. Give me a situation that you wouldn't need one.
Well, that's just what I'm saying, though, right? Like, is there wouldn't they be able to put something like in a higher end guitar, put something in there that takes care of it? Like, how much is was it $100 like pedal basically?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, cool. Well, I mean, I guess I don't need one because I'm not playing professionally. I'm not recording, so I don't need one, I guess.
Right, but the thing is that if you have your guitar and you plug the cable into your guitar, which is an unbalanced cable, and you go longer than 10 feet with it, and you have like a computer or some other electrical device somewhere, it can actually pick up noise. And you can actually hear that noise if you listen very closely to the signal. So this eliminates it. That's why I say use a 6 or an 8 foot cable, goes down from the guitar down to the this box, and then from there you can run 30 feet, 40 feet if you want to, without having a problem, because it's balanced.
Interesting. You know what else is new? Now that we're like 10 minutes into this episode. Everybody else just realized before I did that this episode is going to be audio only because I didn't hit the video record button. So, yeah.
Wow.
So here's the thing is that normally we come into this meeting, StreamYard, and I just hit record and it just records. Well, because this is a room that we can just continuously reuse, I hit record, but apparently I've got to hit record 3 times to get it to actually record. So whatever, this is going to be an audio only episode.
That's fine because Dad forgot to put his mascara on.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, totally forgot my makeups.
Yeah, my makeup.
It happens.
I went to Guitar Box within the last week as well. I was looking for a microphone stand. I was just kind of, playing around with the idea of being able to have an actual like floor stand instead of my typical desk stand.
Right.
Their website said that the local Guitar Box had what I was looking for in stock. So I went there, and of course, if they did have it in stock, I couldn't find it because it looks like the delivery truck backed in really fast, slammed on the brakes, and everything just fell out and then took off.
Yep.
Nothing is like... It's half organized. The right prices aren't in front of the right products. And of course, they were so busy that I didn't get acknowledged, which is pretty typical unless I'm there with you.
With Dad.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was there, I don't even think 10 minutes from the time I walked in the door till the time I walked out the door. I was just like, forget it. And I only stopped because I was in the neighborhood. That's honestly the only reason why I stopped. But I ended up waiting a couple days after I got home, and I just ordered it online. So it's not here yet, but I think it's supposed to actually be delivered the day this episode comes out.
Is it the one you wanted or something similar?
Yeah, the one I wanted. So the one I wanted, it's the Gator Frameworks. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I saw those were like, I think they were launched or came out recently. And they looked interesting. I have a couple Gator products. They're all like, I've never had a problem with them. They're all pretty good. So I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. But I used Gear dollars. So I only paid like $20 out of pocket for it.
Yeah.
So if it works, great. If it doesn't work, whatever. Not the end of the world.
Yeah, I know.
President's Day sales, Amanda. Kind of a joke this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, nothing good?
Yeah, nothing really. I mean, okay, so there's nothing good that I need, really. I mean, that's kind of just looking out there. Like, and a lot of times it's just like, oh, I don't really need that, but that's a good deal, so I'm just going to get it anyway. Yep, nope.
Yeah, nothing.
That's a bummer because I feel like you guys say typically the best sales guitar-wise is always like President's Day.
I think it's hit and miss. And also, I would think because NAMM, the NAMM show in California just happened, so all the new products that all the companies are ordering and bringing in, you would think that they would be utilizing President's Day sale to get rid of all their old stock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
apparently not.
Yeah, but Guitar Box at least acknowledged the President's sale.
Street Puddle had a picture of George Washington wearing a Where's Waldo hat on the top corner. I thought that was pretty clever.
Yeah, but they didn't have any sale.
Did you see that, Amanda?
No.
Yeah, if you go to Street Puddle's website, you got George Washington up in the top corner with a Where's Waldo hat.
Let me see.
You got to check it out.
Here again, no sale. I mean, no real President Day sales.
Yeah, I mean, they had some deals, but I mean, nothing. Yeah, they weren't like, I didn't see anything that just stood out.
That's a birthday hat.
It looks like a Where's Waldo hat.
No, it's meant to be a birthday hat. Hence the meaning of the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Oy.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I thought it was.
What?
I thought it was
his hat.
Yeah, I thought it was a Wi-Fi icon that was upside down.
Oh,
wow! Far-reaching.
I know.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Dad jokes.
Wow, they're crazy today.
Yeah.
So yeah,
crazy
nothing,
bad.
Nothing super crazy. For deals, I'll just keep watching, see if we can find anything.
Right.
Really, they need to have it just ever so slightly later, in between like the end of February, beginning of March, or like into March, because that's when people start to get like their tax refunds. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
People will drop some money.
Not
they
true.
got extra. Most people have extra.
Not in this household. The tax return that gets to go straight into the savings account every year.
Oh wow!
This year,
this is
the first year that we actually will owe money. Not much, but we'll owe a little money this year. So, thank Uncle Sam for me not having no guitar money.
Yeah,
that is a bummer.
That happens. Anywho, so the Wheel of Musicians, I think we need to take a look at that and spin it and see what's happening.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
That sounds good.
So I've got this wheel up here, and this guy is saved, so I don't have to recreate it every single time.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah, so just kind of to go through the names here, and I got to bring it up. This is what's weird about having two screens, kind of. All right. So we got JJ Gray and Mofro. That's from Ben.
Yeah.
Gary Moore. That's from Rick. Jesse Wells. That's me. Gary Moore. Amanda. So these are both on the wheel. I think you guys were going to like
split it.
Split it. Yeah.
Michael Palmisano is John.
Palmisano.
Yeah. Billy Gibbons, Rick. Prince, me. Sturgill Simpson, Nick. That was a new one from last week. I knew that Nick had reached out and put somebody on the wheel or suggested somebody, but I couldn't find it in time for the last episode.
Gotcha.
So we got that on there now. Weird Al Part 2, Amanda. Ali Venable, me. Rocky Athos or Athos. Rick, and then Rory Gallagher, Amanda. So those are the names that are currently on the wheel, and we're going to hit the shuffle button a few times.
Make sure you have the sound on for it.
For
the spin.
It should. Here we go. Are we ready?
Okay. Emotionally, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, right. Exactly.
No sound.
I'll have to get some sound in there. Okay, we're slowing down. It's looking very, very... Oh, let's see.
What?
Billy Gibbons gets the first round.
Wow, I got to do...
Dad's got some homework.
I got some research to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it. So I don't know when we're gonna do that episode. It might not be the next episode, but it'll be an episode coming up.
Okay. What, in a year or two?
Well, no, probably sooner than that. But
Dad just needs to have enough time to copy and paste literally everything on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna GT. I'm gonna GT it.
Chat GPT.
Okay.
Tell me all about Billy Gibbons.
Gibbons, yeah.
Billy Gibbons was a young boy born
with a toothpick in his mouth.
Did you decide not to put John Mayer on there ultimately?
Yeah, I did not put John Mayer on there.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm okay with John Mayer being on there. I'll tell you what, in not that we get a whole lot of comments in this show, but we got like a 50-50 feedback on John Mayer, like out of everything.
What?
Yeah, like half of people are like, John Mayer is actually a great guitarist, and other people are like, I agree with Amanda, John Mayer blows.
Really? I didn't even see that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so actually we should actually put him on there just for funds, I guess. I don't know.
Totally your call.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and put him on there, but we're not going to re-spin.
No.
Why not?
Or should we?
No.
Dad's like, oh, come on. Let's spin it again. Maybe it won't land on somebody.
Spin it again.
So John Mayer's been added to the wheel for next time.
Yeah, so
Maher.
John can back off now.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, is it?
He
how
can
do you
back
spell
off.
It? Is it M-A-Y?
M-A-Y-E?
Or is it?
I don't know.
I think it is.
John Mediocre Mayer.
Yeah, it's John Mayer, just like I have it. So I have it saved, or I have it spelled correctly.
Perfect.
Okay. There we go.
Perfect.
All right. So the wheel has spoken. It will be Billy Gibbons as soon as we get to that. And of course, if you didn't get picked, Amanda, don't worry. We'll get to spin the wheel a few more times throughout the year.
See.
So
yep, there will be some more spins.
There indeed will be more spins.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I got to bring up my notes. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We have the wheel there, and then actually, so this is listed underneath music news, and honestly, some of this, the first one right here that you have, who did the news? That was you, Amanda, right?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one that you have on here is about Post Malone doing the Nirvana reunion. Right?
Well, yeah. Are you going to do the intro?
You want me to play the music?
Well, you gotta.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
You gotsta.
I gotta find the music.
He's not prepared.
News.
See, isn't that so much better?
Yeah, it's so much better.
Really sets the tone for music news.
Yes.
So you were talking about Nirvana.
Yeah, Nirvana. Post Malone. Like, I feel like anybody who ever picks up a guitar learns how to play Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Probably.
You know, it's kind of one of those, I mean, maybe not today, but I know like when I was a kid, that's like the song everybody wanted to learn how to play. But that was part of the 50 years of SNL music.
Was it?
I believe so.
Oh, that was what the little mini reunion was for.
I believe it was.
Oh.
And
I think.
I watched bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dad did too.
I watched the first hour of it, and then that was it.
Did they start off? Okay, so you watched the first hour of that. Did they start off with the mashups?
No, they started off with the Carpenter, Sabrina Carpenter, and
You remember a pop star's name like that?
and who's the guy that played Neil? Not Neil Young. What the hell's his name?
Jimmy Fallon?
No, I can't remember. He's an acoustic.
We don't know.
Acoustic guitarist. Simon and Garfunkel. He was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they played. They started off the show, and it was, okay. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think I sat down at the dinner table and the wife had that on, and that was the first part that I caught was when they were doing like the mashups where they were taking like, they'd take one song and then put another song on top of it and then another song and then and then they got five, and not a single one of them worked.
Yeah.
I don't not as well as it probably should have. But I thought I should have probably watched it, but I found myself not caring because it's Saturday Night Live, and
it's not good anymore.
Yeah, it's not good. And I hear that's what a lot of people are saying is that that little thing that 50 years of music pretty much just proved that they haven't been funny or had anything good on there for years.
Right. That's what I said to Mom. I said, they didn't have, the old stuff was funny. I was laughing, but the new stuff wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Well, I just thought I would add, I didn't know that it had anything to do with the 50-year SNL thing, but I guess I just didn't know that Post Malone could play the guitar.
I think a lot of people didn't know that. Like,
I mean, I thought he was decent.
Yeah, some of these,
I don't know.
like, so I'm sitting there because I have Apple News, and I'm like, I have not seen any of this pop up in my news feed. So I actually had to like look these news articles up, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, Post Malone can actually play guitar, but I don't know if I would give him credit as being really good for playing "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
True.
That's just me, though.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think you have to give him some credit for like kind of like stepping out of what he's typically known for, which I guess like he's typically a rapper, but I guess he's even doing country now, which is also interesting.
Right. Well, I think that's what all the artists are trying to cross genres. Not all of them, but like
probably.
The anybody who cares about what the billboards say, I feel like they're all trying to be in as many genres as possible.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably.
Yeah. What else you got there?
Oh, what else do we have? Okay, so Black Sabbath is going to be reuniting with their original setup for their last ever concert. However, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne is not doing a full set with them after fans shelled out thousands of dollars for tickets. Would you be upset if your favorite band's vocalist wasn't playing a full show?
So
I would be.
I guess my first question is thousands of dollars a cumulative amount of multiple fans, or am I one fan shelling out thousands of dollars to go to the concert?
You're one fan.
Yeah. So
yep.
No.
No what? You wouldn't be pissed?
There's no, I wouldn't go. Thousands of dollars for a ticket.
Well, no, hold on. No, wait, what? You wouldn't go in general, or you wouldn't go if you found out that your favorite band's vocalist wasn't even playing a full set?
Both.
Okay, no. The question is,
well, I'm just, okay.
If you have your favorite band.
Okay, fine.
Think of a favorite band that has a vocalist, okay?
Okay.
And then you already purchased the ticket. Like, this is like their last ever concert, show, whatever. You're like, all right, this is going to be great. Then you shell out whatever, even $2,000 for a ticket. You're like, this is going to be the best last show ever. And then you find out after you paid for it that that vocalist that you have like idolized forever is only maybe playing, 3 out of 10 songs. You wouldn't be upset?
Well, yeah, I would be. But, okay, here's my thing, though. So it's only going to be 3 songs, or it's going to be 10 songs?
I don't know.
Or is Ozzy Osbourne not going to grace us? Like, is he going to go backstage and eat bat heads?
No, it's because of his health.
No, 100%. It's because of his health. But you're going to tell me that Black Sabbath is, they're going to charge X amount of dollars, and they're only going to do a 30-minute concert? because Ozzy
I mean, they're all old.
Yeah. Or is Ozzy going to come out for, 4 songs, and then they're going to have somebody else as the front man for the rest, but it's still a Black Sabbath concert. Because if it's a Black Sabbath concert and it's still going to be 90 minutes long, then maybe it's okay, because you got to keep in mind that it's not just one person. You're not, if you love Black Sabbath because of Black Sabbath, not I love Black Sabbath only because of Ozzy Osbourne. So as long as you're getting your 90 minutes of Black Sabbath music, I would say it'd probably still be worth it to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm different.
Well, what would you do?
I would just be like, I would be upset. I'd be like, okay, I paid all this money. And I am not going to be able to, enjoy my favorite vocalist, singing all of my favorite songs. Okay, maybe only 3 songs, and I paid all this money.
But see, to me, then I feel like you would be paying to go to an Ozzy Osbourne concert and not a Black Sabbath concert.
What do you mean?
Well, because when you're going, like I said, when you're going to Black Sabbath, you're going to see that band.
Right. But Ozzy Osbourne is part of Black Sabbath. He is part of the band.
Correct.
So if you don't have him there, it's not Black Sabbath.
I don't know. See, that's where I'm different. Dad, you got any opinions? Break up the child fight here.
I like Black Sabbath as a band. I like some of their old stuff. I heard
all of
rumors.
Their stuff is old stuff.
I know.
Including them.
Yeah. But I mean, I've watched videos out there, and I've seen Tony Lamoni. He's the lead guitarist for Black Sabbath, and he would talk about how Ozzy was always singing out of key and all that other stuff. And I mean, if he was doing it then, well, you know what? You got to understand something. When you're screaming and you're talking loud and stuff, your voice changes over, the duration of the concert, so
Sure.
You could be out of key. I'm not saying it won't happen, but
I don't think Ozzy Osbourne was ever in key.
Well, yeah. But the thing about it is that if you're going for a Black Sabbath concert, you should, whether he's in a wheelchair or not, you should still see him. He should still be there. Because it's just
right.
3 members. It's just 3 people.
I mean, they could do that too. They could just, instead of him being on stage standing up, yelling into the microphone, put a big throne out there in the middle of the stage and just let him sit there.
You do that too. There's they could have an elevator in there and just raise them up and lower them down,
Well, so I saw this article while I was looking at this news, these new articles that you put out there. And there was this gal who, her band consists of over 35 members in like 10 countries. And she did that because her initial band, of 4 people, she missed out on concert opportunities because of scheduling conflicts with her band.
Right.
So she just basically said, you know what? I'm going to have 35 members in my band. I only need 4 of you.
Who's available?
Right. Who's available?
Right.
Where am I going?
Yeah.
Where am I going to be at? And I guess that's kind of the new way to, they're trying to look at bands differently as of, the band is not just one person. It's the band as a whole. So really, that band, you could go see them 5 times and only one of those people in the band, I'm assuming the lead guitarist or lead singer, that would be the only person. But they're not really a lead, it's not like a front man. It's, like Ozzy Osbourne, the front man of Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
It's just, this is the band. And this band you're going to see 5 of 34 people playing at any given point in time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's playing the licks or who's singing the song or whatever. It's the band. And this is the band's music.
I don't like that. I like it where it's like when we went to the Joe Bonamassa, he's got people from all over the world playing. He's got a late
Joe Bonamassa.
Right.
You're going there to watch him.
He goes around and looks for talent, and if he sees talent, they're in the band. They utilize them. He utilizes them in the band, and evidently that singer from Australia that he has there, she was there the last year when we seen him.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm assuming she'll continue with the band.
Yeah, as long as there's an active spot for the backup singers, which I think there will be. That's the thing, and as long as it works out. But I'm sure that he's got 10 other backup singers that, hey, that one girl's sick or whatever. Hey, I'm going to bring another person in for 2 or 3 weeks.
And he might. I don't know that.
How long generally were the Joe Bonamassa concerts? Do you remember? Couple hours?
Yeah.
What, like in 90 minutes?
Yeah, 2 hours maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think that's that's typical.
8 o'clock until 10, right?
Yeah, probably. Right around the 2 hour mark, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours, and then he would come in at the last. Remember, we went to 2:15. He'd play everybody would say Bonamassa, Joe Bonamassa, and then he'd come back and do
basically the encore thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a thing now with, I don't know, you guys know who Jack White is?
Yeah.
He made some kind of statement where he's like, I'm not doing 3-hour shows. I'm not impressed with people who do 3-hour shows. He's like, this is not a Las Vegas residency. Fans shouldn't expect to do for any of their favorite artists or musicians to do a 3-hour or even a 2-hour show. He's like, it should be up to me, basically, however long I want the show to be, and you should be happy with it.
No, 100%. But then now that artist has to know, like, because whether that artist says, hey, I'm only doing 60-minute concerts, or I'm not, or I'm doing 90 minutes, or I'm not exceeding 2 hours. Now you got to look at, okay, how much are my tickets based on the venues and all that other stuff? And if you have to charge $500 for a ticket, and I know that your concert's only an hour long, the value isn't there for my money anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So your ticket sales are going to suffer because you're paying more and getting less. So if Jack White wants to do hour-long concerts and hour-long concerts only, then, he's either going to have
cheaper tickets.
He's going to have cheaper tickets, or he's going to have to fill up that other hour with opening acts.
Right.
Oh,
which
true.
is completely fine too if you have good opening acts. But again, now you're going to be able to get a little bit more money for your ticket, but you got to pay everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
So, I mean, Joe Bonamassa, he doesn't have an opening act. It's just him for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But when we went and saw the Greta Van Fleet, they had I think they had 2 opening acts. You know, and each of them, I think they were on there for like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. So they did 3.
Yeah, they're just meant to hype people up,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get
them ready for the main act.
Yeah, Jack White only wants to do an hour. Cool. Fill up another 30 minutes with an opening act.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean,
but I think, people like Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter, they're all setting these, 3-hour,
cool.
show kind of. Yeah. So it's like, I think you got all these teeny boppers that come around like, well, oh, you're not going to give me a 3-hour show with 20 outfit changes. What? It's a weird expectation, I think.
Yeah, that I would not want to do. I have one of my coworkers, he's going to a metal show, like it's a weekend long thing, and there's like 3 stages, and I'm like, I don't want to be at music that long.
Right.
No. There's that big one that comes through here in the summer. Well, there's a couple of them here that are like 2 to 3 days long, and it's like a big old festival. And I'm like, no, even just one day. I'm like, I'm tired thinking about that. I don't, especially if they have them in the summer here. And I'm like, I don't feel like sweating my butt off.
I don't remember. I don't remember where it was, but I know it was here in Iowa. But you basically paid, and it was a campgrounds, right? So, and it's no RVs or anything like that, but it's tent. And then, so you basically get there, you pay in advance, you set up, you have an assigned spot, you set up your tent, and then you get on a bus. They take you upriver, and it's like 3 hours, lazy river, floating an inner tube back down to the campsite. And then they have showers there and everything like that, so you can get all cleaned up. And then at the end of the day, from like 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, they have live music. And then they shut it down. You go back to your tent, you wind down, go to bed, wake up in the morning, and get out of there. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember where it was, but
that wasn't like a music festival.
No, it wasn't a music festival, and I don't remember. I mean, obviously it was somebody that was at least decently known, because that concert is what attracts people for the whole camping experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, but still, like that was cool, and that's worth something. But yeah, I mean, spending $500+ for 60 minutes worth of entertainment, it's just at that point, I don't think it's worth it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lana Del Rey is coming to Iowa. She's doing a big outdoor thing, music festival. Again, it's in August. It's going to be way too hot. And it's like $500 for a VIP ticket, which gives you basically access to a tent and like one of those fan sprayers that like mists cool air.
Oh,
and then like
So I've seen
access to bathrooms.
So that's what he was saying. The guy I work with, it was like $125 more, but you had access to this tent, and that tent, if you had access to that tent, you had access to this separate pool of porta-johns. And I'm like, worth every penny of that $125.
Really?
Oh, there's nothing worse than having to go to the bathroom and you're just standing in line. I'm going to say it, when you have to stand in line to use the POV porta-johns, where nobody cares about anything. There's seriously, these guys just open up the door and try to hose down the walls and everything. They don't even try. Right? So to pay $125 to get the upgrade to the nice, clean, respectful people bathrooms all day long.
The respectful people.
I'm just...
No, it's the people that have the money to blow on that, blow on better tickets or whatever.
Yeah, well, when I go to a concert, I spend more money because I want a good seat. We've had this conversation before where I am paying for my experience. I don't want to pay $60 to hang out next to the Goodyear blimp to hear the music from afar.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to be doing for this Irish concert. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care.
Oh,
it is what it is.
Yeah, but you get a box office, don't you? With like crackers and cheese and...
Mm-hmm. No. We're up. I mean, we're up in the the balcony part, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna need binoculars. It's not a very big venue.
Is it a box seat you have?
I don't know. What does that mean? It's in the balcony.
Is this your company that's doing this? You can get discounts?
No, there's no discount. It's just we get access to the donor lounge because the company I work for donates a lot of money to this venue.
So then what you got
so
is
basically you get a clean, respectful bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes. So we get a private bathroom.
Right.
We don't have to wait in line. Then we get private coat check.
Yeah, and you also get food if there's food there too.
Nope, not for this one.
Okay.
At the what other one is it? The one that we went to where you went to Joe Bonamassa.
Civic Center.
Where's that? Yes, that one.
Yeah.
We get our own private bartender and food included with that one on top of their VIP room, their donor room.
Right.
But there's no discounts on anything. It's just
okay.
just get little perks.
Yeah, when I used to go to the Really Horrible Bank Arena, that's now, I guess it's now owned by the pizza joint that also has gas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You
But
know
they
who
can't
that is.
change the name on the building because that takes a congressional act of humanity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, but anyway, that's like I would always try to get my tickets over by the Coors Light Lounge just because that there's limited number of people there, and those people that are there, they're paying the extra money for that comfortability level. Like there's a bathroom for those people. I think that's the big thing. That's a huge selling point. Like,
Yeah.
if you pay $10 extra, you won't have to wait in line to utilize the bathroom. Here's $10.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'll even bring tip money if you got somebody with a little like Banaka spray and hand towel. It was so gross in there.
Oh boy.
I haven't heard that in forever.
Oh boy.
You know what my husband called me the other day? He called me a scurv. When's the last time you heard anybody call you a scurv?
Late
Wow.
90s.
It's like the 90s.
Yeah.
Tim used to call me a scurv all the time.
What the? Did he just?
Did you just call me a scurv?
Did he just?
Yeah.
Did he just buy a DeLorean? Guess what, man? You're out of time.
I was laughing so hard. Okay, anyway.
A DeLorean with a
right.
flux capacitor.
Right. It's
we
a Mr.
have
Fusion.
one more.
Yeah.
We have one more thing of music news.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, Pandemic Guitar Podcast favorite Joe Bonamassa
What?
speaks out after being snubbed by the Grammys yet again. His album Blue Deluxe Volume 2 lost out on Best Contemporary Blues Album. He lost to Ruthie Foster's album Mileage. After the Grammys, he's quoted as saying, 0 for 5, baby. At least I am 0 for something, end quote. Did he get robbed? I don't know.
I mean, everything's opinion.
I get confused because what is this based off of in terms of how long does the album have to be out? Can it be an old album? Does it have to be a brand spanking new album? Because this album is from 2023.
Right.
The gal who won, Ruthie Foster,
Yeah.
Foster, her album just came out at the end of 2024.
Oh.
So it's like I have trouble understanding what the stipulations are if her album had only been out since, let's say, September or October 2024. How does that qualify her?
So
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
here's just what the infamous Google says, right? So it says the Recording Academy is an organization made up of music industry professionals, including artists, producers, engineers, and songwriters. Unlike fan-voted awards such as the American Music Awards or the MTV Video Music Awards, the Grammy Awards are determined by peers, people who work in the industry and understand the craft. So really, if you're an artist or you're a record label and you want your record or your artist to be number one, you start, shaking hands and buying cars and it's basically the people who are in the industry saying what here's an award, right? So like, why do we as the listeners or the viewers or whatever care about the Grammys?
Right.
Because these people can be bought.
Well, 100%.
And there is like some speculation. There's a rumor going around. I don't know if you guys heard that Beyonce won Best Country Album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, but also Beyonce had to lose half of her outfit in order to get there.
Well, here's the thing: is the camera showed her walking in and being seated right in front of the stage right before she was announced as the winner. Then she was immediately escorted out and she left. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, she knew.
Oh yeah, they all know before. It's nothing on those shows is a surprise.
It's so, maybe it's because we've lived in California, we've been to Hollywood a million times, in LA. It's like it's all so fake. It's just all fake. Mm-hmm. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's all it is.
It's the same thing with the billboards, and it's like the Taylor Swift is chart topping the billboards for 17 years in a row. Well, apparently I can't do anything to change that because I don't listen to that garbage.
Right.
It's so whatever. I mean, I feel like even the top 10 chart is bought and paid for by somebody.
Yep.
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 So I don't know.
Like I said, it's all smoke and mirrors. I think it's like them making you feel like, oh,
Well, and that's
this person really stood a chance. No, it's just this other person had more money, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's all bought. And
I mean, here's my thing. I have not listened to Ruthie Foster's Mileage album. I have listened to Blues Deluxe Volume 2.
I have to.
It's not my favorite album from Joe Bonamassa. It's not a bad album. It's just not my favorite. If I'm looking at my streaming platform and I've got all these Joe Bonamassa albums in front of me, Blues Deluxe Volume 2 is not one I'm going to gravitate to. Like, I would rather listen to his Christmas album in the middle of July.
Yeah.
Because it's a great Christmas album.
Yeah.
But as far as 0 for 5 Grammys, like, here, Joe, save yourself some money. Stop going to the Grammys and stop caring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we were wondering, is there some kind of incentive for them to win a Grammy? Like, what does that mean for them? Do they get more money? What is it other than just recognition?
Well, that's what's funny is because the industry does all these like little insider moves. They get somebody to win something, and then the people who see that winner say, "Oh, wow, they won. They must be the best thing. Why have I not heard this?" Or I've got it. So it just boosts sales from consumers.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and Joe Bonamassa is probably not marketable.
Not by the industry standards, because Joe Bonamassa knows how to run his own company. He doesn't need anybody else.
True.
Yep.
Well, he'll win eventually, I'm sure. And if he doesn't, who cares? He doesn't seem like the type of guy that really cares. He got over it.
That's what we need to do next year when Joe Bonamassa comes back, Dad. We need to get a fake styrofoam Grammy and just hold it up in the audience like, "Here's your Grammy, Joe."
Don't tell me you guys are going to go see him again for like the 10th year in a row.
No, it'd be our third, and I would go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got. He plays different songs all the time.
Does he at least change his suit? Does he change up the suit color?
Nope, it's the same one. He's still wearing the same suit from when he was 14.
Yeah.
He's got to change something. Does he put some sparkles on? Does he put like a sparkly skirt on or anything? Sparkly boots?
Skirt?
I don't know. So, something, just a little dazzle.
I have no idea.
No. Okay.
Well, I think we're sitting at a good time. We could probably get up on out of here.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry about the video, folks. I know that not a lot of you watch this or watch. The episode will still be on YouTube. It's just going to be audio only, like our first 20 episodes or however many. So,
It happens.
Fire the IT guy.
Yeah.
What do you got?
You're both fired. All right. Hey, all you cool cats, Tim excluded.
Boo.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. Here's an idea for you. Why don't you drop us a line? We can be reached on Instagram at Pandemic Guitar, on Facebook, and on X, as well as on YouTube. You may also email us at pandemicguitar@icloud.com. And don't forget to visit our merch shop at swag.pandemicguitar.podcast.com. Until next time, keep on playing or don't. We won't tell. And according to our top listener, John, you'll still be better than me.
So, funny story, not about John, but the on our swag shop, the big mouse pad that we joke around about.
Yeah.
I got one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So the bottom is like, it's a good material, like kind of water resistant material.
Sure.
But the top is like a furry blanket. So could you imagine like having like the ground is wet or muddy? That thing's ruined.
This is an actual blanket. The blanket.
Yeah, the big fold out concert blanket.
You're right.
It was printed, so I've got it was printed just a little crooked, so I've got a white spot at the top that doesn't make. Nice. It's just I'm gonna take that down. Like it's cool, but the quality's just not there.
Okay.
Sometimes you just have to test it yourself and figure it out. So don't buy that. Yeah, you guys. Don't buy that.
Or buy it. Go for it. But don't expect anything. Don't expect much. Lower your expectations.
Lower your standards.
The t-shirts, however, those come out pretty good.
Yeah.
They're decent. Yeah, they're not bad.
They're not bad.
Not bad at all. All right.
So okay.
Well, we gotta go.
I guess I'll see everybody.
We got better things to do
in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Toodaloo.